Man wakes up, found the car, heading towards the cliff. I was about to turn the steering wheel, but there was a gun in my hand. Throw away the gun, but find the car has no steering wheel. I hit the brakes quickly, but it doesn't work. Pull on the handbrake and run faster. I tried to unbuckle my seatbelt, but found it was locked. We are about to reach the cliff. He quickly picked up the pistol and broke the seatbelt buckle, and quickly jumped out of the car. Jiang Qiming failed the college entrance examination a few days ago. The uncle who traveled thousands of miles to seek refuge abroad. I'll ask you who asked you to come. Didn't I tell you? Try to get into university. Manager Xiaogua. I'm not the material for going to school. It's better than going abroad to work, right? Now that you have come, you have come. There is nothing his uncle can do to him either. Then, I arranged a job for him to drive at a construction site. But after just a few days of work, the workers at the construction site went on strike. It turns out they haven't paid wages in months. The reason is that the developer Sang Kong delayed paying the money. My uncle, who is a contractor, is very worried. This is where hundreds of workers are waiting to go home. Sang Kong didn't show up before the Chinese New Year. The phone can't be reached again. So my uncle drove all night to look for him. Before leaving, he warned me not to worry. Sang Kong has never seen a monster before. I saw that he couldn't be contacted. I'll go find him myself. Oh right. Do you remember that except for your uncle? No one can believe it. I never thought that after my uncle left, there would be no news for a few days. Can't get through the phone either. Just when the worker thought his uncle was trying to make money and run away, Qin was worried that something must have happened to his uncle. So I picked up my backpack and prepared to go out to look for it. As a result, I was surrounded by workers as soon as I went out. Haha, where are you going? I tell you, you can't go. What will happen to our company if you leave? Several people need to make phone calls. No one can leave until this is resolved. I'll hire you now. If you leave, none of US will give you anything. To appease the workers, he lied that he had made the call within a few days. Just these few days. Make sure everyone takes the money to go home for the new year. Look. Hey, that's okay, right? How about we wait peacefully for a few days? Kaya runing. But only he understands in his heart. Something must have happened to my uncle. But procrastinating like this is not an option. After everyone is asleep, he secretly took all the keys to the construction site. Find a building materials wholesaler you have met once before. Plan to borrow money using the equipment at the construction site as collateral. I've done the math. When I add it all up, it can be sold for 1.2 million renminbi. Lend me this money. I can give you 300,000. Pay back your material fee first. I'll take the rest back to the construction site and pay it as wages. But the building materials boss doesn't have that much cash either. So I introduced him to a moneylender. Confirm one last time. A trial operation of 1.2 million. After the wages are paid, the construction site will be handed over to Bod Zigong immediately. Pay off 1.32 million yuan with interest within 1 month. I don't want to pay you a penny as a laborer. Don't worry, the boss tonight. In order not to let the worker, who works with his uncle, has no money to go home. Jiang Qiming gritted his teeth and agreed. Little did they know that brother Botzi was a complete gangster. I saw him killing people in the truck with my own eyes, shivering with fear. But now it's too late to regret. The next day, brother Botzi came to the construction site with 1.2 million. Jiang Qiming got the money. The workers' wages were paid immediately. I don't think about you even after being with you for a month. Just leave the interest from the supermarket in exchange for a key. I must be on time. That is this move. Throw yourself into a place of no return. But this is not the worst thing. To find my uncle, Sang Kan is the key figure. So he thought of Qilin and Qin. On the second day, after arriving at the construction site, due to Sang Kuin's introduction, the two of us went to discuss the project. Qin thinks he must know where Sang Kuin is. But as soon as I entered the factory, I saw Dun beating someone. At first glance, he doesn't look like a good person. I turned around and thought. As he was leaving, he happened to see that person outside. Boss Chun, I have seen you. I am Xin Jiandong's nephew. I know you know Sang Kong. Sang Kong owes me a sum of money for the project. My uncle went to him and asked for money. I just want to ask you for the contact information of Sang Kong. You don't know me anymore. It's probably rare. What does Sang Kong mean? Everyone competes with the southern guerrillas for territory. Armed warfare. Go in and ask for the burger at this time. You can get it. Seeing that he is a Chinese man acting alone, keep him immediately. Tell Jiang Qiming where you want to deliver the goods. You can bring him in by the way. Jiang Qiming didn't think much about it either. I thought I met a good person, so I agreed. Soon it's night. The two drove to a fork in the road. Just stopped. I saw Tun throwing the wine bottle from a car in the middle of the road. Then threw him a piece of bloody clothes. Only then did Qin realize that he had been deceived. It turns out that Tun wanted to use Qin to pretend to be a car accident and then receive. There's no way the other party has a gun in his hand. Qin could only wear blood clothes, pretending to be dead in a car accident. Really, after a while, a car loaded with cargo arrived. See the goods in front of you scattered all over the floor. The young man stepped forward to check on the driver. Hey, Ryukong. But the old path of Maopan is natural to me. Or are they Chinese? God. Smoking clear. Revitalize. Gosh has nothing to do with me. I dare to agree to anything. I don't know who you are, Gosh. See this scene. Qin ran away, but he was stopped by Tun. He was knocked unconscious by the butt of a rifle. When he woke up, the first scene happened. Little did he know that the young man who died, he's the younger brother of another gang leader. Now, not only the police are looking for him, there are also loan sharks and gangsters looking for him. Where should he go next?